Hello and welcome to C.G.Radio. I am your host, Cable Guy. How is everybody today out there in Radio Land? I am well, as I hope you are. So, for today's guest, I have a very special guest, I might say, Walter Emanuel Jones. Now, many of you from back in the day would remember him most for his time on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where he in fact played the Black Ranger, Zack. He also did tons of cameos and was in a bunch of movies on top of that, most notably The Shield. And, he's had a pretty interesting career. He's also an insane salsa dancer. You can see him on YouTube, showing his moves. And, so let's get him on the horn.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Walter Jones? How's it going today?
Hey, I'm quite well. Who am I speaking to?
It's Cable Guy.
Oh, what up, man? How you doing?
It's good. That's good to hear your voice. So,
Good to hear your voice.
so I'm curious, where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm in California.
Nice. Okay, all right. So,
But you call me.
well, yeah. Actually, technically, I called you. I'm out here in Buffalo, and I envy you for how much nicer it is out there right now than it is here.
Yeah, it's kind of nice out here. You should come out, man. You gotta come and hang out.
Oh, one day. So, let's delve right into it. Now, I had some questions all lined up, but the first one I'm going to ask is from the picture that you sent me. How is it that you age so much better than your Power Ranger colleagues?
Well, you know what? I think what I've heard, and it seems to go, it seems to be the point of fact is, Zach don't crack.
All right.
All right. That's
So,
kind of easy, right?
all right. So, what made you decide to get into acting?
You know what? Something I always wanted to do. I guess I was always that kid that wanted to read in school. When they go, "Who wants to read a chapter?" and I would go, I raise my hand. So it was like I was that kid. I was also in church and doing plays there, and then I did drama. In school, I was I don't know. My dad was a minister,
Okay.
so that probably gives to the point that he was a public speaker, and so I wanted to be a public speaker, and I wasn't afraid of it. So eventually that led into me getting to high school and being in a drama club. And then I got a scholarship to go to college, and from there on, I was like the scholarship was performing arts scholarship. So I went to school of performing arts,
Mm-hmm.
and once I spent 4 years getting the degree, I
Mm-hmm.
figured, well, this is what I better do. So
Okay.
there you go.
So, how did you come across your role that you became probably best known for, Zack, on the Power Rangers?
Well, it just happened to be another audition. I was I had an agent, and the agent was sending me out on different projects,
Mm-hmm.
and Power Rangers happened to come across the table, and it was actually called Dino Rangers at the time.
Okay.
And the breakdown was they were looking for African American kid who could dance, do martial arts and gymnastics, and
Mm-hmm.
was going to be a superhero. And that kind of like just lined up with all the things that I did. So
Okay.
after going in and auditioning in a period of time, like doing callbacks, maybe 5 or 6 callbacks, I booked the role.
Okay. Now, an interesting fact about you in particular on the Power Rangers that I researched is
Okay.
you were the only Power Ranger that had 4 fingers. How did you lose your middle finger?
I have a missing finger.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Let me see. Hold on. I must be able to find it around here somewhere. It might be.
It says you have a miss, or is that just an internet urban legend?
No, actually, I do have a missing finger. I have a missing finger. It's on my left hand, or it used to be on my left hand, but now it's gone, so I can't find it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's one of those things. It happened when I was a kid. I was kind of a bad kid, so
Mm-hmm.
one day my mother was like, I had chores, and she asked me to take out the garbage, and I flipped her the bird, and she shot me. So, no, that's not what happened. No, what happened was there was a gun in my house when I was a kid. Detroit's kind of a rough place. We had guns in the house. I found the gun as a
Mm-hmm.
kid, thinking it was a toy, and was playing with it, and I commenced to shoot it off my own finger, basically.
Ooh.
Yeah, but so kids don't play with guns. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Right.
You know.
Because that's what
Yeah.
happens.
Yep, and that is what happened. That is the story. But I have lots of entertaining stories that are always interesting.
Okay.
Shark bites and all kinds of stuff.
You were bit by a shark?
Yeah, no, that's just another one of the stories. That's all.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, don't believe the hype.
Okay. So here's another question for you. Can you still do the Zach intro dance from Power Rangers?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course, I got moves, man. I dance and I move quite well. So
Okay.
yeah, I still got that down. No problem.
Okay. Well, a lot of us back in the day used to try to emulate that dance.
No, I often see people try it when they see me. They're like, "Oh, I got it." Like it's funny. It was part of a kata that I put together because the character Zach had to teach hip hop keto to kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I developed this kata that would, emulate what it was to fight as a hip hop keto, master. And that move was just one of the moves within the kata.
So, do you actually train in Hapkido?
I actually have a black belt in Hapkido, yes.
Okay.
But hip hop keto was the form of martial arts.
Okay.
That I did on Power Rangers.
Okay.
So, it was made up by me.
Okay. Good. So now, when I refer to when I say the Power Rangers, I'm referring to the original ones, not the ones that
the Mighty Morphin, right?
Yeah. Yes.
The original cast.
Yes, and of the Mighty Morphin, the 5 original ones, like not the ones that they replaced you guys with. So out of the actually 6 including Tommy. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Who was the toughest Power Ranger? Who would you want to have your back in a bar fight?
Who's the toughest? You know what? I think we all had our strengths. Obviously, Jason Frank and Austin St. John were my boys. So if we had to roll, we were gonna roll together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would definitely want either one of them in my back, have my back at all times.
Okay. So here's another enduring mystery that I've always wondered for years. Why on earth did they write the 3 best people out of the show? Okay, is it because you were starting to blow up and take off, and because I keep hearing things about pay dispute? Did you guys want more money and they didn't want to pony up the dough or something?
Well, what people get confused is it wasn't that they wrote us off. We actually walked off the set after our contract was finalized. Our contract had ended, and they wanted to give us a new contract that included a contract for the movie, for 3 movies, in fact. But it was all non-union, and it was all not really, it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair pay.
Right.
So we were trying to negotiate to make a union show, which would make it fair for all the actors. Unfortunately, not all the actors stuck together. So the 3 of us, we stuck to our ground, and we fought for it. And actually, we ended up making it a lot better for them because then they paid them more to stay, and they stayed. So that's what happened. And because the film is that movie was supposed to be all of ours. That was the cream of the crop for what we have built as far as the 2 seasons of Power Rangers and being the #1 kid show. So it definitely would have been a better movie if we were all there,
Right.
Unfortunately, it just didn't work out that way.
Right, and it's because you guys did put on some really good episodes back in those days.
Yeah, we had a great chemistry as a cast.
That's the whole thing. Is they kept, and and I'm not trying to run down the other guys because they put on some good shows too. But it was they were trying they were trying to recapture the chemistry that the 6 of you all originally had, because it was you touched base on everything with the 6 of you.
Yeah, but it was impossible because the journey that we all had, the journey that we had was, it was our journey. It's we had gone from nothing and new actors to becoming, the #1 hit kid show, and then they walked into the shoes that we had already filled.
Right.
So,
Right.
and I think they did a great job. I mean, the characters, the characters that they came up with, the new Johnny Young Bosch and Karen Ashley and Steve Cardenas, I think they did a great job fitting into our shoes. But I don't think we couldn't be replaced. We just had to be there was just an adjustment.
Right. Now here's this is meant to seem like a stupid question. Now, when you guys would switch into your Power Ranger personas, was that you guys under in the costumes, or was that stuntmen in there?
Not always. Sometimes it was stuntmen. Often we did transitional stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're working on a show like that, we were shooting 4 episodes every 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
Which is not common.
Mm-hmm.
Not common. It was a lot of work. It was doing like 16-hour days, and
Oof.
if you were required to be on set, uh, you know, they to do the stuff where we actually have dialogue and we're being personalities.
Mm-hmm.
They could put anybody in a suit. So sometimes it was stuntmen, and in fact, originally it was Japanese footage. It wasn't even we weren't doing our own footage. We were using Japanese footage.
Oh, really?
From the show.
Oh.
So originally, but we did do some transitional stuff in the suits. But the cool thing about our cast is we actually got to, we got to fight. We got to fight as teenagers.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to show our martial arts skills that way.
Okay. So, now, so let's say, now here's another question. Now back during that time, during your heyday there, now let's say when you're offset, like you decide to go out to the bar with your friends or whatever. Now, were you ever in a situation ever where like you had maybe one too many and you woke up the next day and it turns out the chick actually looks like one of the putties or Rita Repulsa?
That is a very interesting question. I don't think I've ever heard that, and I've never met a Rita Repulsa that I didn't like. So there you go.
Okay. So no, here, which leads to the follow-up question. There's all these rumors online. Did any of you guys ever hook up with the Pink or Yellow Ranger?
No, come on, man. We're a family. It's like there's a couple of common rules. One, you don't forgive my wording. You don't shit where you eat.
Right. Right.
You don't do that. So there's that, and then there's also the fact that we're more like a family. We're like we got on each other's nerves. Like you don't want to when you're around somebody that much time. You're working, and you're tired, and you're sore. It's like you stop being attracted to one another. You just like you're just getting by. So
Right.
nah, there was no hookups. Nobody ever hooked up. I kind of had a crush on Tweety.
Oh,
The Tweet Train.
well,
But
we all did back in those days.
yes, she was such a sweet woman and very cool, and we kicked in and vibed, and I went hang out with her, and we were just really good friends though. But I definitely had like a little crush on her, and Amy Jo Johnson was always amazing. I mean, like it's not to say that she wasn't attractive at all.
Yeah.
Definitely. She's hot, so.
Yeah, even still, she's aged well.
Yes, absolutely. I would say that both of the girls from the Power Rangers made my eyes very happy, but they were like my sisters.
Right. No, I understand. I see where you're coming from. Okay, so here's another common question. I mean, I'm sure you hear I'm screwing up here. Did people really harass David Yost on set? And if so, like, was it they were trying, like, what was their goal? Why were they harassing him? Were they trying to drive him out or something?
That is a question you would have to ask David, because the fact of the matter is, I've heard that he was harassed on set, but it wasn't while I was on the show, because if I was there, they wouldn't have harassed him, because I would have got up in the butt.
Right.
They would have to deal with me first.
Right.
Because David's my pal, my buddy, and we, like I said, we're a family. So if anybody was gonna, that happened apparently much time later, because David stayed on the show, I don't know, 5 or 6 years.
Right. Yeah.
And so there were other casts and there were other other people that he had to deal with, but it wasn't at a time when I was there.
Okay. So all right. So let's shift gears here a little bit. How long have you been salsa dancing? I understand you're a world champion salsa dancer.
That is correct. I've been dancing, I don't know, maybe 12, 14 years. I won a world championship in 2004. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's at least 13 years. I would say probably like 15 years ago. 15 years I've been dancing.
Are you still competing? Are you still competing? Because I see a lot of footage of you on YouTube.
No, I don't compete anymore. But I still dance. I just do it for the pleasure of it at this point.
Oh, okay. So have you seen that other short on YouTube where basically it's like Power Rangers if it was like rated R, where they got guns now and everything? What are your thoughts on that?
I thought it was well done.
Right.
It was well produced. I thought it was really interesting and very entertaining. However, I thought, if I wish they had changed the name, because for it to be named Power Rangers,
Mm-hmm.
if you do a search on the net, it comes up. It's not something for kids. I wouldn't want kids to see
Right.
that kind of thing. It's not what Power Rangers represents or has ever represented, that kind of violence. But I thought it was for adults. Hey, it was really cool. So if it was named something different, that would have been better. But it was definitely entertaining.
Right. Well, it seemed like if it was for like because I'm 30 years old, and I was a kid watching it. It's like for us fans that grew up and now we have our own kids type of thing, but it's still like, oh,
right. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's definitely appealing to anybody who was an adult and watched Power Rangers as a kid and like was ready for that new genre of action and adventure, or like stepping up. But again, your kids, you wouldn't want your kids to watch it. You wouldn't want to see what your kids seeing their superhero like doing coke and
Right, yeah,
getting
yeah.
shot in the head, that kind of thing. It's just
Yeah.
not appropriate for kids.
Yeah.
But definitely very, very entertaining.
Yeah, I liked what they did with the Zack character in it, but I didn't like how they did him at the end, because...
Yeah, that was wrong.
Right. And the way they did Jason, too, like Bulk and Skull ratting him out, jeez.
Yeah, I know, right?
So...
That wasn't right.
I know, it's like, I couldn't even see the characters in real life doing that. They were more of like a friendly nuisance, they were... they were like a disgrace, but they were your guys' disgraces,
Right.
So speaking of like the old cast and everything, I understand. I did some research. And I saw some trailers. There's a movie called The Order coming out. Can you drop any hints of when we're going to be seeing that? Because that actually looks really good.
Yeah. No, it's actually a film that Ken Ashley and David Fielding, they've managed to put together and produce and write, and it's going to be incorporated in about 15 different Rangers from different series, some of the favorites, and it's kind of like the Expendables, but with Power Rangers, former Power Rangers.
Right,
so it has nothing to do with Power Rangers, but it's like we're all action-based actors, so we can do our own stunts. We are physically fit and so forth, and yes, it's really kind of exciting to be able to work with some of the guys I've never worked with, but that also belong to the Power Ranger family.
Okay. So, and now here, do you have any other projects you're working on?
I've been working. I do a lot of looping voiceover work. I've been working on this show called Dear White People, which is based off a movie.
Okay.
And also worked on the new edition show that just came out most recently, and also a few other things. So I'm up for a couple of films right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that.
Okay. Now, apart from Power Rangers, because and not a lot, and it's like some people have to do their research, but like I'm a big film buff, and it's like when I used to watch The Shield, I recognized you immediately, and they're like, oh geez,
okay.
that's Zach from Power Rangers, okay.
Walter E. Jones, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, apart from the Power Rangers, what was your other favorite project or series or even cameo you've done work on?
You know what? I would say that this show was definitely a show that I really enjoyed working on and I was proud of. We won a Golden Globe during the point while I was on the show during that season, and that was amazing. I was really cool, and I was working side by side with Michael Chiklis, who's an amazing actor and a really cool guy. And so that was some cool work because it was actually I got to be a bad boy, and that's always fun.
Right. Well, that's the difference between someone who gets typecasted and someone who just evolves, where it's like you can.
I thought I was able to show my range.
Yeah.
Show that I can be a hero. I can also be a bad guy, completely different character,
and be believable about it.
Right.
Because there's tons of people who watch TV. They're just like, okay, I've encountered people, worse than that. I'm not buying this type of thing. And then they're like, okay, that guy's pretty spot on. And I definitely was believing your character. What was it, Rondell Robinson?
Rondell Robinson.
Okay. Well, we're about out of time. It was great having you on, Walter, and I hope to have you on.
Good to hear from you, Cable Guy.
And I'd like to have you on for a follow-up down the road.
All right, we'll see what we can do.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Bye now.
Bye.
All right, and there you have it, everybody. Walter Jones. Cool guy. That was really fun. Yeah, he's got a lot of insight to a lot of things, and hopefully that movie, The Order, it'll come out sooner before later, and we could all go see it and discuss that after. And yeah, that should be pretty good. It'll be good to see all those people again, and I wish them the best on that. So this is Cable Guy, signing off.